Welcome to the final of this very exciting MELA edition. MELA, in case you still don't know, is Music, Entertainment, Literature, Arts. These are four of the best contestants throughout this tournament. We started with 16 and now we have four, and we have a nice mix. We have a debutant who has reached the final. We have had a consistent performer who has finally reached his first final. We have someone who has reached every final. We have someone who reached the last edition's final, like India Quiz final. So it is so exciting. What a great mix of people. I'm going to call them one by one. Our first contestant is the debutant. Great run so far. Give it up for Anuya.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Anuya. All the best. Hope you had a good run in this tournament and hope you had fun in your debut. This is a great debut. Yeah. Okay, now the person who has been a finalist before once in India Quiz, and he has this. I was just thinking about all the four finalists, and he has this extreme performance every edition. Like India Quiz, he reached the finals. Sports Quiz, I think he had 0 in the quarterfinal, and he was out. Give it up for Devaiah Bopanna.
What's up, KV? I'm like the shy, the freebie of completely unpredictable.
Boom, boom, Devaiah. Boom, boom, Bopanna. On that note, someone who is without doubt the most excited finalist, because he's been with Quizzing with the Comedians right from the first edition. And he always used to say, hey, I love movies. That's why he probably reached the semi-final of movies edition. But here he is in his very first final. Give it up for Kenny Sebastian.
Thank you. I am very excited to be here.
Okay. On that note, someone who has been in every final since the very first final that we did. Give it up for Rohan Joshi.
Thank you. I'm just very excited. This is going to be such a great final.
Yeah, it will be a great final. It's anyone's to win, actually. I mean,
100%.
Stop lying, KV. We know this Rohan is winning.
No.
Dupre, I saw your semi-final. I saw your semi-final. I saw the despair you brought Kenneth to. Like Anuya and I, we had 2 points between us. We're here by like a 2-point margin.
Yeah. And you never know. Like I know Rohan has been he's been defying odds. But like when I was asking for predictions before this finale, every single prediction had Kanan Gill in the final. And he got out in the quarterfinal. So you never know.
Yeah, that's what's worrying the most, actually, more than anything. Yeah. If Kanan is out of the quiz, I don't know what's going on with the world. Yeah.
I'm not betting on myself for this final. Yeah. I'm betting on somebody
Rohan,
else.
Please.
I'm betting on somebody else. Because also that's a much easier way to match fix than betting on yourself. That's a terrible way to fix a match. You have to do all the work.
I believe in myself.
It's way better to bet on somebody else.
Cool. Okay, let's begin the finale. All the best. The order, as we know, is Anuya, Dev, Kenny, Rohan. And the second half will have Rohan, Kenny, Dev, and Anuya. We'll reverse after question number 14. Okay, cool. Let's begin. The first question is to Anuya. I have a list in front of you. This is not exhaustive. There are many names in the list, but I've selected a few of them. You need to tell me what connects these people. What specific thing connects these people? Obviously, these are all celebrities. They're all in Hindi film industry and all that. But I'm looking for something very specific. So let's look at the list now. Okay. Raza Murad, Kulbhushan Kharbanda, Asrani, Kundan Shah, Risul Pokutti, Sanjay Leela Bhansali, Mithun Chakraborty, Satish Shah, Nasiruddin Shah, Danny Dengzokpa, Shabana Azmi, Om Puri, Vidhu Vinod Chopra, Rajkumar Hirani, Jaya Bachchan, Shatrughan Sinha, Jaideep Ahlawat, David Dhawan, Preetam, Rajkumar Rao, Shakti Kapoor, Santosh Sivan, and Mukesh Khanna. What do you think connects all these people that you see on screen?
Markasam. They all live in Juhu. I'm just kidding.
Nice.
Except Mithunda, who only lives in Ash.
Noise.
I was about to say, except Mithunda, he lives in Ooty, but then
He does?
Most of his time, like you watch Gunda and all, and most parts are shot in Ooty.
It's just there's just Mithun going about a normal day, and they just filmed
Yeah.
Wow, what could this be? They all have GERD. This is... Hey, Raza Murad, Kulbhushan Kharbanda, Asrani, Risul Pokutti. I mean, I can think of 20 joke answers and not a. They all have IMDb pages. I'm done. Joke answers over. Bananas. They've all worked outside of India in other industries.
No, going to Dev.
Oh.
The random one, maybe all of them were part of movies that got like an Oscar nomination.
No, Kenneth.
Oh shit. Okay. Are they actors turned producers?
No, going to Rohan.
National award?
No. Okay, we'll take one more round, make it a 5-point question. The hint for all four of you is Pune. Okay, the city of Pune is a hint.
Okay. Oh, it's me first.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll start whenever Anuya is ready. The hint is Pune.
They've all graduated from FTII.
Yes, that is correct. 5 points to Anuya.
Nice.
FTII connects them. So if you see, there are actors, and like you guys said, there is also sound and editing, and Rajkumar Hirani, David Dhawan are all editing students of FTII, and of course, acting students, sound engineering, etc. FTII, they are all FTII alumna.
Nice.
Okay, FTII is correct. Anuya gets the first points on board.
Woohoo.
Nice.
Okay. The last answer was FTII by Anuya. So next direct will be to Dev. Dev, this is an exhaustive list. Okay. 1995, Dreams from My Father. 2006, The Audacity of Hope. 2010, Of Thee I Sing. 2020, X. So just complete the list. Okay. I don't want you to tell me what is the list all about, etc. Just tell me what is X.
Read the book. 1 minute.
Yes, take your time.
The sad part is I even gifted KV this.
Yes, I just realized.
Oh, wow.
I was like, yes, this was Devaiah's birthday gift to me. This exact answer.
Pass to. Fuck.
Okay, Dev passes. We go to Kenneth.
Actually, I don't know. For some reason, I thought Dreams from My Father's Obama's autobiography, but it's not, because I don't think he wrote it in 1995. Density of Hope. I'm just going to write Becoming, the Michelle Obama book.
No, Rohan.
Fuck, full blanking.
I don't even know what this list is. What is this list?
It's just called Barack.
No, going to Anuya.
Oh, I was close.
My brain is saying Barak Sari for some reason.
Sari mein sari, Barak sari.
I just understood that.
That sari gives you hope.
No, it gives you hope.
Hope. Yes, you can.
Shit. I would have also guessed Becoming. I don't know what he did. All I've seen is visuals of him like jet skiing. Please give us hint.
Okay, we'll give a hint. Start with Dave. So I'm pretty sure now all four of you know what the funda is. The funda is books by Barack Obama.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Kenny was right. Devaiah knew. All four of you knew this is Obama. So essentially, what we are asking is what Barack Obama book came out last year, 2020. So let's add a hint before this. The hint that I'm going to give to all of you is think Israel. Okay, in some sense, think Israel and think what a lot of Jews would refer to Israel as when they talk about the Jewish history, they think about when they give reference to Jewish past, they refer to Israel as dash dash dash. Okay, and it's a word used for many other things as well. So obviously, for example,
dash dash dash.
Oh,
3
yeah.
words.
Yeah, three words, 3-word answer.
I was thinking 1 word. Okay. 3 words.
Yeah, my turn.
Yes, they.
Promised Land.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, nice.
Dude,
That is
I
correct.
just
A promised
lost
land.
5 points unnecessarily.
Yeah, a promised land is what we were talking about.
If this book had a few more spaceships in it.
Yeah.
It's a huge book. I'm like, I read the book, then I gifted it to KV on his birthday.
You read it?
Yeah, and I blanked out on the name.
Man, how bad is this book,
how
dude?
bad is this
Damn.
Very good book. Very good book.
Bad. It would have been Bura Obama.
Nice.
Arre.
Oh man, loved Kenny's reaction to the joke where he's like, Arre.
Kenny's like, I use my good mic for this.
Okay, they've got a promised land. Next direct is to Kenneth. The reason he painted soup cans is that he liked soup. He was thought to have focused on them because they composed a daily dietary staple. He says, and I quote, I used to drink it. I used to have the same lunch every day for 20 years. I guess the same thing over and over again. Others observed that he merely painted things he held close at heart. He had a taste for Coca-Cola, loved money, and admired movie stars. Who was this artist, film director, and producer?
I revised this, and you know what? I memorized the soup company, which is Campbell. I didn't memorize the artist. Okay. So obviously, drink is the same lunch every day, same thing over and again. Others of the many paintings for money admired movie stars. Okay, film director, producer. I have 2 names.
Not Salman Khan.
It's not Salman. Oh my God. I'm going to say Andy Warhol.
And you're going to be right. It is Andy Warhol.
What a guess, man.
No, I had confusion with Andy Warhol and Dali. Oh,
Yeah,
thank God.
nice.
Okay.
It is
Because he's also
Andy
a director.
Warhol.
Okay.
Yeah. Andy Warhol is correct. First 10 points on board. Kenneth gets it. It is Andy Warhol.
I revised this today only. So that's why. Because the question was, which company of soup does Andy Warhol keep painting? And it was Campbell.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Kenny gets 10 points for Andy Warhol, and I go to Rohan. Rohan, Inferno, the first part of Dante's Divine Comedy, describes the poet's vision of hell, which is divided into 9 circles. The 9th circle is resided by people who are treacherous, okay, and is further divided into 4 rounds. Each of the 4 rounds is named after an individual who personifies the sin. And when I say sin, I mean treachery. Okay. If rounds 2 and 3 are named after Antenor of Troy and Ptolemy, who are rounds 1 and 4 named after?
Is it the only 2 traitors I can think of, Judas and Brutus?
Judas is correct. So 5 points there for Rohan. And I'm going to Anuya for the other one. Okay. So Judas is correct.
It's nice how they rhyme also.
Yeah, na?
Yeah.
Famous traitor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't prepare for this. I was like, Rohan will get it.
I mean,
when you said, I was like, okay, Rohan knows this.
Yeah, I was just like, la.
We can go to the next question, Aram. Say, no need to rack our brain.
Okay. 9 circles. 9th circle is stretching. 2 and 3 are sorry again, Madan Chopra.
There's a beautiful chapter called Power of Attorney in Inferno.
That'd be cool. Brutus, Lucifer?
Not Lucifer. Going to Devaiah.
Us.
Going to Kenneth.
Oh shit. Okay. So you said Judas. So I'm thinking, is it still going to be the Bible? That's what I'm wondering. If it's still going to be the Bible, I have two answers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First part. So I'm guessing it is a traitor only, no?
Mm-hmm. Treachery is the sin. So yeah.
Treachery. Sorry. Can be.
So it is a traitor.
I'm going to say Cain from Cain.
What a great answer! It is Cain.
Three brothers: Cain, Abel, Seth.
Yes, Cain and Judas are the two people.
Kenny, you got like a final.
Finally.
Yeah, finally.
The prodigal son returns.
Yeah, finally. So Rohan got 5 on this, and Kenny also got 5. And both of you got equally. Kenny got it later. So the next direct will be to Rohan. Okay.
I was going to say Delilah, by the way. That was my other 30 choice.
Cain and Judas. Okay, 5 each. So this is Rohan's direct. Rohan, in July 2017, Y's body was exhumed as part of a paternity suit brought by a woman who claimed to be his daughter. The exhumation proved the woman wrong, but it did yield one unexpected discovery. His ex lives on. According to the forensic experts who saw the body, his trademark X has remained intact since his 1989 death. The X reserved its classic 10 past 10 position. The doctor who embalmed Y in 1989 called it a miracle. What are we talking about? Essentially, just give me X and Y.
So Y is a watch. X is a watch.
Okay.
That's this thing.
2017. So it's very recent.
Yeah, the death was in 1989 and this exhumation.
Sorry, I didn't see that.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Anuya.
Rohan. Okay. Is X his mustache?
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay, going to Dev now.
Is Y Elvis Presley?
Okay, no, going to Kenneth.
It can't be, dude. Is it Dali? His mustache was V.
What?
Yes, it is Salvador Dali and mustache.
God, what an answer. Crazy, amazing.
It is
Salvador because
Dali's
Anuya said mustache.
Yeah. It is Salvador Dali's mustache, and that's a great thing. They dug the grave and realized the mustache is still in place, which is a miracle. Classic 10 by 10 position.
That's
Salvador
amazing.
Dali. Yeah. So I'm gonna split the points between Anuya and Kenneth because Anuya said mustache but didn't say Dali, or else it would have been much easier.
मैंने लिखा Dali. Sir, लिखा छोड़.
Why didn't you say? And Kenny said Salvador Dali, the answer I was looking for. So I'm gonna give more points to Anuya because I presume Kenneth cracked it through mustache.
I was gonna say Winston Churchill's victory sign.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I thought he died like they buried him like this.
Winston Churchill. Yeah, he became an Instagram influencer.
Yeah.
Swipe up for independence. Okay, Kenny gets 4 here then, and Anuya gets 6. Okay, so Anuya gets 6 for mustache and for guiding through the answer, and Kenneth gets for Salvador Dali 4 points there. Okay, since Anuya got more points in the last one, this next direct will be to Devaiah. Devaiah, this is for you. It came to limelight in 1996 when it was responsible for bringing the Miss World pageant to India. Filmography is on the right. Tell me, what are we talking about? Filmography on the right. Have a look and tell me what came to limelight or what was in news because it was responsible for bringing the Miss World pageant to India.
ABCL.
ABCL is a great answer. 10 points there.
What is that?
Amitabh
Bachchan's company.
Corporation.
Oh.
ABCL is correct. ABCL was famous / notorious for the entire Miss World thing that happened in mid-90s. And yeah, ABCL is correct. 10 for Dev. And I go to Kenneth. Kenneth, Manthan is a 1976 Hindi film directed by Shyam Benekal, inspired by the pioneering milk cooperative movement of Varghese Kurian, and is written jointly by him and Vijay Tendulkar. It is set amidst the backdrop of the White Revolution of India. Aside from the great measurable success that this project was, it also demonstrated the power of collective might. Okay, how did it demonstrate? How do you think Manthan is an example or demonstration of collective might?
Okay, I don't know anything about this movie. I'm going to use the power of deduction.
Yes.
Okay. Milk cooperative movement of Varghese Kurian, Malugai.
Yes.
Jointly by him and Vijay Tendulkar, Sachin Tendulkar's distant relative. It served as the backdrop of White Revolution of India, which was a dairy industry booming. Aside from the great measure success of that product. Okay, I think the immediate thing that came into my mind was maybe some form of crowdfunding, like the entire milk movement.
I'll give it to you. I was actually only looking for the keyword I was looking for was crowdfunded.
Oh, sweet.
And you did get it. So it is the first crowdfunded Indian film. Crowdfunding was the keyword I was looking for and you got it. It is the first crowdfunded Indian film. 10 points there for Kenny, and that's how it demonstrated the power of collective might. And as you see in the poster, 500,000 farmers of Gujarat present Manthan. So producer credit is to all the farmers of Gujarat.
This is when we start paying for things. This is how started this movement.
Kenny is kicking our asses.
He's destroying us.
Yeah.
Guys.
We should all just go home.
Yeah.
Guys.
I'm just saying.
Can you go have your dinner?
Yeah, can you go have your dinner?
I get only this one tournament. It's not fair. More I need for me.
Guys, please keep saying all this. I've never heard any of this my entire life. I'm very happy to hear all this. I've never won any competition. In sports, I suck. I'm very happy. Please continue complaining. It's a refreshing change. Yeah. Usually I get negative points and I come down from what I have. So
no. Long way to go. Long way to go. Next question is to Rohan. Rohan, in 1870, German chemist Erich von Wolff was researching the amount of iron in eggs. When writing up his findings, he accidentally misplaced a decimal point, marking the iron content in eggs 10 times greater than in reality. Well, Mr. von Wolff actually found out that there are just 3.5 milligrams of iron in a 100-gram serving of eggs. The widely reported number became 35 milligrams, and the world turned to eggs in a big way because everyone thought eggs has a lot of iron content. Such was the widespread acceptance of this mistruth that the creators of Y, aware of X's miraculous health properties, had the idea that X should eat Y to something. In turn, it is believed that Y is responsible for boosting consumption of eggs in the USA by a third. Just tell me, what are we talking about? Tell me X and Y.
It is spinach and Popeye.
Nice.
It is spinach and Popeye. Spinach and Popeye. Perfect answer. This is how the whole funda of Popeye is.
I am what I am, and that's all what I am.
10 points there for Rohan. Next direct is to Anuya. Originally titled Blood and Steel, this cult movie ushered in an era of martial arts with the American movie audiences. As the movie producer Jerry Weintraub put it, after the movie's release, every small town also had a karate school. Little known to people, Dash also had a cameo role in this movie wherein he attempts to take down the protagonist and instead takes a spat to the face with a fighting stick.
Beautiful question.
Okay. Now we are coming to the movie. The movie had seen a flurry of accidents occurring to the combatants involved. In one such incident, the protagonist had jammed his right fist into a broken glass bottle and had to undergo medical treatment. In another scene, he ended up taking a live cobra's bite to the hand, and yet he miraculously survived. This movie is also said to be a major influence behind a very popular game, Mortal Kombat. All I want from you guys is just the movie's name. Nothing, not the blank, nothing else. Just
not the blank.
The movie. Nothing. Just tell me the movie. Identify the movie.
Girish is going to be very disappointed in me. I don't know. It's not the right answer, but Karate Kid.
Not Karate Kid. Devaiah.
Enter the Dragon.
Beautiful crack. It is
Can
Enter
I
the Dragon.
tell the blank?
Yes, yes.
It's Jackie Chan.
No,
Yes, it is Jackie Chan.
Wasn't Chuck Norris also in it?
No, Jackie Chan.
No,
Jackie
it's,
Chan.
He was a
Jackie
small
Chan.
stunt coordinator, a stunt
Yeah,
guy, and
stunt
his dream
coordinator.
was to be in a movie with Bruce Lee, and he got smacked in the face.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. One of the drafts in this question was actually that Funda. So I first made a question about identifying X and Y, where I described that incident of this guy. And actually Jackie Chan did thoda natak so that people come and see, what happened? Are you okay? Are you fine? And then Bruce Lee came and was like, are you okay? Like, I was just like, I was feeling so good that Bruce Lee is asking how I am. So I kept pretending for a while. So yeah. But yeah, finally, Enter the Dragon. Beautiful answer by Dave. The next direct is to Kenneth. Indian painter M.F. Hussain decided to create a series of paintings inspired by this actress/movie and organized an entire exhibition around her at Dubai's Plaza Cinema, conveying his interest for the film, so a certain film. Known as the first Indian film to be released in theaters and on the internet simultaneously, the film is believed to be based on a newspaper story that the director's father read some 15 years before he made the film. Now the question is, I don't want the movie, I don't want the actor, I don't want anything else. The question is, why have we seen a screen grab from the movie quite often this year? Okay, so a screen grab from the movie went viral recently, as in this year, 2021, sorry, for some reason. So we've all seen like on internet a certain screen grab from the movie. Tell me, why did this, like, what is this? Why have we seen this? Where have we seen this? And everything else is there, like M.F. Hussain being fascinated with an actor, and her film, and also first Indian film to release in theaters and on the internet simultaneously. And the story of the movie came because the director's father read a newspaper story about something 15 years before he made the film. I will give part points for the movie, okay? Just to clarify, I will give part points for the movie. But bulk of the points is, why have we seen a screen grab from the film quite often this year?
I thought M.F. Hussain only paints horses. No one is the first Indian. I don't know film. I have a very sad guess though. Is it Sridevi because she passed away?
No. Rohan?
Is it Gajgamini, the movie?
No, not Gatsby. Okay. Going to Anuya.
Is it Viva and the meme, the Jal wala meme?
Yes, I'll give it to you. Full 10 points there. It is Viva, and the reason the screen grab from Viva was popular this year is because the Jal Lijiye meme. Okay, Jal Lijiye meme. M.F. Hussain was obsessed with Amrita Rao for a while, and the movie was Viva, and first movie to come release on theaters and on internet together. It apparently released on Rajshri Films official website, where you could go and watch it directly.
Oh wow, I had no idea.
What know this?
Jal Lijiye.
Jal Lijiye meme. Jal Lijiye. 10 points there for Anuya. And I come to Devaiah. Okay, Dev, this is your question. Yeah, this is a still from the movie Home Alone. ID the work of art and its artist. Okay, so I want both. I want the work of art and the artist, which is believed to have some inspiration behind this scene, despite the director putting it as a total accident. So this is a screen grab from Home Alone, where the director says there is no inspiration / dedication / homage, but a lot of people believe that this scene is inspired from a work of art. I want both the work of art and the artist.
Work of art, the artist is Van Gogh.
Okay.
And the work of art is that moon painting.
No. Going to Kenneth.
The Scream by Edward Munch.
Perfect answer. 10 points there for Kenneth. The Scream by Edward Munch or Munch.
Sorry, I say Munch.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
With the
I don't know.
names,
Even I
you
don't
never know.
I had this painting in mind only, but I thought it was Van Gogh.
The Starry Night by Van Gogh, no? Yeah. Even I thought for the longest time this was Van Gogh, but it's Edward Munch.
Okay.
Yeah. But it is Edward. Edward Guy and the screen.
Edward Guy.
Edward
Guy.
Munch.
Edward Munch. Okay, I think that brings us to the end of the first half. We'll quickly have a score check. Anuya got 5 for FTII. She got 6 for Salvador Dali's mustache, and she got full 10 points for Viva Jal Lijiye meme. So Anuya right now is on 21. Okay, as expected, it is a very, very close final. Anuya is on 21. Devaiah had 5 for A Promised Land, then got 10 for ABCL, and then he also got 10 for one more.
Enter the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon, yes. Enter the Dragon. So Devaiah is on 25. Okay. Kenneth with Andy Warhol, 10 points. First crowdfunded film, 10 points. And The Scream, Edward Munch, 10 points. And he got 5 for Kane, and 4 for Salvador Dali. So Kenneth right now is on 39. Okay. 39.
Well done, Kenny. Well done.
Thank you.
39.
That's the highest score ever.
Too good, Kenny. Too good.
Thank you.
39. And Rohan, right now, he got 5 for Judas and 10 for Popeye Spinach Funda. So Rohan is on 15.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Cool. Okay. So right now, Kenneth leading with 39, followed by Dave 25, Anuya 21, and Rohan 15. And this is where second half and the last half of the entire edition begins.
I just want to say that Kenny, shabash to him.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Shabash,
Oh
shabash.
man, this is so
Kenny
weird, dude.
Shabastian. Okay. The order now will be Rohan, Kenneth, Dave, and Anuya. This is Rohan's direct. We come back to Dali now. In 1969, Dali created these illustrations for which literary masterpiece from 1865? So this is more of a visual question. Look through the pictures carefully and tell me which literary masterpiece from 19th century does this remind you of?
1865.
Is this Alice in Wonderland?
It is Alice in Wonderland. 10 points there for Rohan. Superb answer. Great answer. It is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland.
Wonderland.
10 points there for Kenneth.
इतना ट्रिपी सिर्फ एक ही हो सकता है.
Yeah.
ट्रिपी सिर्फ एक ही हो सकता है.
10 points there for Rohan, Alice in Wonderland, and we go to Kenneth. This is also a combination of visual and text. Okay, so there's a visual on the screen on your right. For years now, this particular hotel, the Hotel Dulac in Tunisia, has been under threat of demolition. Now, and when I say now, I mean recently, 2 Tunisian artists, Mona Jamal Siala and Mana Jumal, have launched an online campaign to raise awareness of its impending disappearance. Okay, since this is they don't want this to be demolished. Their campaign is called Non a la Demolition, which is no to demolition. Siala and Jamal's initiative is the latest effort to safeguard this architectural landmark. Now we come to why this question is in a MELA quiz. Okay, another perhaps unlikely group is really invested in the structure's survival. There's a group of people who want this structure to survive, and these people are ex-fans. They're fans of something. Okay, the building features 416 rooms across 10 floors of increasing size, like you can see in the image, with a top floor that is twice the length of the ground floor, a design that recalls the Y. Okay, so basically the design looks similar to Y. And what is Y? Y is a mobile fortress that appeared in the first installment of X. Okay, so we're talking about something in whose first installment you saw a mobile fortress Y. Okay, and these fans are also called X fans. So X is the bigger thing, Y is the smaller, Y is part of that. Now the hint is, another hint is the director of X. Okay, in fact did film part of X in Tunisia. Okay, so some people do believe that this hotel directly influenced the fortress's form, though not everyone agrees. I want 2 things from you. I want who are these fans? What are they fans of, and what series are we talking about? Because we did talk about first installment, which means it is a series. And more specifically, also, if you can give me then the specific thing within that series that this structure reminds you of. Okay. Now take your time.
It's a movie series.
It is a movie series. Okay. It's a movie series. Because it was filmed part of it in Tunisia, so it is a movie series.
Doom.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it'll be like, oh shit, really? Demolition. Fuck, dude, it's a really cool question, man.
Damn it, KV.
Yeah, it's like
You know,
you can't even pass. You feel like dumb for passing. I think you should give it a shot.
damn you, KV. Why you make such nice questions?
Tunisia. Does Rohan know this?
He probably will. Just assume he will. He's making notes. What is he writing? I want to see. Kenneth?
Okay, I'm going to say one answer. Expanse? Mobile Fortress? So, I'm going to say the answer is Blade Runner.
Okay, no. Going to Devaiah.
These silences are too silent.
Yeah, na?
What is this?
Is it the Batman series?
Not the Batman series. Anuya.
Star Wars?
Okay, and what do you think Y is?
Oh, wow.
Good question.
Come
I
on.
think why is a good.
Come on.
Is it Millennium Falcon?
I'll come back to you. Rohan?
Oh,
The Death Star.
Not the Death Star. Okay. So I'm giving, obviously Star Wars fan is correct. So
yeah.
Anuya gets points on this.
Obviously, it's, oh man.
Yeah, what is it?
It is,
yeah, can I say the, I mean, you give the points to her.
Yeah, I'm giving 5 to her. We'll take one more round.
You should give more. You can try again. It's like mustache, right? Like
no.
Star Wars.
Initially, my plan was bulk for X because X is difficult. I thought Star Wars to koi sab bol denge.
Yeah, dude. Again, Kumar, you said complicated. No, who's going to see the most popular franchise of all time?
Yeah,
I was thinking Judge Dredd and Blade Runner and RoboCop. I was like, what is this? Fortress. I thought of Superman also, Fortress of Solitude. Yeah, I was like, what is this?
What is this?
Okay. So I'm giving 5 to Anuya for Star Wars. We are going one more round. Now that we know this is Star Wars, so I'm looking for the specific thing within Star Wars, the mobile fortress that inspired it, for just 2.5 points actually. Okay. Starting with Kenneth.
Imperial Starship.
Not the Imperial Starship. Going to Dev.
Okay, pass.
Going to Anuya.
I don't even know any other structures in Star Wars. Darth Vader's helmet.
No, going to Rohan.
Is it the Sandcrawler?
It is the Sandcrawler.
Oh,
Sandcrawler. It is the Sandcrawler. It is the Sandcrawler.
Nice.
Okay. Talking about the Sandcrawler from Star Wars,
nice.
Which is supposed to be inspired from this.
torture kiya ye question.
from
points there, guys. Okay.
No, but come on, what a good answer. Like
Sandcrawler. Sandcrawler is correct. And Anuya got most points on this. She gets 5 and
what a question.
Rohan got 2.5. Okay. This hotel is actually very important for Tunisia. Like they have many other reasons. Like when they got their independence, it's one of the earliest hotels they built after getting independence. And now they want to destroy it because it's bought by, I think, Libyan government or some people. So they were all like against demolition, and suddenly they found support from Star Wars fans.
Nice.
They are like, hey, this is Sandcrawler, you can't demolish it.
Help across the galaxy when it's needed.
That's awesome, dude.
Cool. So it is Sandcrawler. Anuya got more points on this. The next direct will be to Rohan. Rohan, happily employed as a professor at Howard University in her 30s, X joined a writing group just for fun. And in it started working on a story about a little black girl who wished she had blue eyes. After her divorce, a short while later, she took the story back out. And over the next few years, it evolved into her first novel called The Bluest Eye, published when X was 39 years old. Which iconic writer are we talking about?
Hate you, KV. No, who answers correctly should get direct, na? Like in Jeopardy. Who answers should get. Nobody else answer this, okay? Just to be nice.
I have.
Is it Harvard?
You written? No, it's Howard.
Okay.
Howard is
Yeah, it's a different university.
Oh, it's a different
not-
university. Is
Yeah,
it
it's
in?
not
Is
the
it in America?
Harvard. It is in
No.
America. Yes,
Oh.
it is in the USA, but it's not Harvard from Massachusetts,
Wow,
Boston.
what a
Not there.
tutty name to choose.
Nobody. There's a whole history behind it. It's quite
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Howard University is quite. But
It's like Kenny, Oxford College of Engineering in Bangalore.
Nice. Oxford College. I mean, they know what they're doing when they named it. They know what they're doing.
this is probably wrong, but is it J.K. Rowling?
Not J.K. Rowling.
Right.
Kenneth?
Oh shit. Jane Austen.
Not Jane Austen.
Sorry.
Devaiah?
Virginia Woolf.
Not Virginia Woolf. Anuya?
Come on, Anuya.
Toni Morrison.
It is Toni Morrison, the
Nice.
iconic writer. It is Toni Morrison. Superb answer. 10 points there for Anuya. And we now go back again to Rohan. Okay, Rohan. Scoring at dash dash is a highly entertaining collection of the anecdotes, tales, and general excessive humor that George Best is renowned for. The name of the book is believed to come from a conversation between Michael Parkinson and George Best when he asked George, "What was the nearest amount of time before or after a game that you ever had sex, George?" George replied, "It was in dash dash, I think." Okay, so just filling the blank with this book from George Best called Scoring at dash dash. We're looking at a 2-word answer.
Is it halftime?
It is halftime. Superb
Nice.
answer.
Woohoo.
It was in halftime, I think. And that's where
Nice.
the name of the book comes from. Scoring
That's
at
a George
halftime.
Best story, all right?
Yeah.
Best.
George Best. Rohan Joshi gets it right. 10 points there for Rohan. And we now come to Kenneth. Kenneth, we're talking about an airport from Vice City, okay? Ex-International Airport, also known as Vice City International Airport. VCIA is the airport in Vice City, Florida, featured in both Grand Theft Auto Vice City and Grand Theft Auto Vice City stories. The airport is a reference to the real life person X. So the airport is named after someone who existed in real life outside the video game. Okay.
Oh.
The little jets at the airport may suggest private jets used to make some of the transactions made by X. It has been theorized that X is somehow involved in certain deals that take place in Vice City. However, this hasn't been demonstrated, but widely speculated among gamers. Tell me, who is the Vice City International Airport named after?
Oh, okay. I got confused because it's called Vice City International.
Yeah, so it's like Mumbai Airport is named after Shivaji Maharaj.
Oh
so
man,
Vice City Airport is named after whom?
I didn't know this happened in the game. I've played the game. Because okay, I'm gonna do the power of deduction.
Yes.
The cool thing was the little jets, private jets, transaction made by X. Certain deals, Vice City, all shady shit happens. I'm gonna say drugs by Pablo Escobar.
What a beautiful deduction it
is.
Amazing. Pablo Escobar.
Amazing.
Airport
What an
is
answer.
called Escobar International Airport. Certain deals, drug deals happen in Vice City. Private jets are also owned by Pablo Escobar.
This I saw that show, no? And then I remember he used to smuggle it with the air hostess in the bags. Yes.
Pablo Escobar. It's called Escobar International Airport. 10 points there to Kenneth. And we now go to Devaiah in the world of movies from Hollywood. Okay, John Voight and Schlesinger. Schlesinger is the director. Okay, they wrapped filming the film in Texas, and Voight noticed how red the director's face was. Voight thought Schlesinger was having a heart attack and asked him if he was okay. The director, and this is Voight from an interview he gave to Esquire. He says he looked up at me and said, "What have we done? What will they think of us? After all, we had made a film about a dishwasher who lives in New York and fucks a lot of women." In the moment he had finished it, he was shaking. All of a sudden, he saw it as banal and vulgar. He's having an anxiety attack, and I grabbed his shoulder to shake him out of it. And I said, "John, we will live the rest of our artistic life in the shadow of this great masterpiece." He said, as in the director, he said, "You think so?" And I said, "I'm absolutely sure of it." Okay. Which movie that became the only X-rated movie to win an Academy Award for Best Picture? The movie's rating was later changed to R. are we talking about? Which is the only X-rated movie to win an Oscar for Best Movie, and every other hint is in the first paragraph. We'll start whenever Dave is ready.
Obviously, he's.
Dishwasher. What fucks a lot of women.
Yeah, what is this movie, dude?
Was this movie's title theme a dishwasher? Mujhe pyar to kar. What happens to me under pressure?
It was also the working title for Slumdog Millionaire, by the way.
Pressure is getting to me. I'm still laughing at Madan Chopra.
Called back across generations.
Yeah. The auntie had a power of attorney chapter. Was damn funny.
Kumar, is this like a famous movie or like very like
Yes.
niche?
Pretty famous.
Oh wow.
I mean, it won an Oscar for Best Movie, so that famous at least.
Didn't anything.
Streetcar named Desire.
Not a streetcar named Desire. Going to Anuya.
Is it Midnight Cowboy?
It is Midnight Cowboy.
Midnight Cowboy.
10 points there to Anuya.
Nice.
It is Midnight Cowboy. It is Midnight Cowboy.
This is just payoff for being a trivia nerd. Which is the first X-rated movie, you know, like that kind
Yeah.
of shit.
It's a great movie, though.
I have not.
Very good movie.
Yeah.
But cool.
Left in half.
Paid off.
10 points there to Anuya. This is Rohan's direct. On preventing a boy's larynx from being transformed by the normal physiological events of puberty by doing something results in the vocal range being largely retained and the voice developing into adulthood in a unique way. As the boy grows, his lack of testosterone means that his bone joints do not harden in the normal manner.
What?
Thus, the bones of the ribs often grow unusually long. This gives them unrivaled lung power.
Unrivaled. Nice.
Operating through small child-sized vocal cords, their voices are also extraordinarily flexible and quite different from the equivalent adult female voice. What is being explained here? I'm just looking for one keyword. Okay, that's all I want from you guys. Take your time, go through the question.
I've lost power, so I might disconnect.
Sure, sir.
I'm literally like, is this like, I don't know, like the only thing I think of is this like Varys explaining, like on Game of Thrones, his existence basically.
Are you going for Varys Game of Thrones Thunder?
Yes.
No, going to Kenneth.
What does that mean? I don't understand.
It's a Game of Thrones reference, but that's not the answer.
Oh. This sounds very messed up. Because initially I thought it was removing his tonsils, but then your testosterone doesn't come from your tonsils. Do they castrate him?
Okay.
Because I think that's where you get your testosterone from. So you purposely...
Yes, very good track. Now I'm looking for a very specific word. If you can give me that. You're almost there. Like your direction is right there.
Is it vasectomy?
No. Okay, I'll come back to you. Going to Dev. I mean, what will that do in a MELA quiz? Dev?
Is it a male opera singer?
Yes, that is also in some sense a good track. Like we are talking about singer, we're talking about male. But I'm looking for a specific word. Okay. Dev, do you have a specific word to answer?
How do they sing? What is it called?
This is really messed up. What the hell is this?
Yeah, I'm gonna be traumatized after this.
Yeah.
Octave.
Okay, no, going to Anuya.
Castration for the soprano voice.
That's what they said, like castration, Kenny said. Um,
What?
soprano, opera, in some sense, they've said. Is there a, can you say one technical word or like what were they called, for instance?
Castrati?
I'll give it to you. Castrato or the plural form is castrati. So we're looking for castrato, which comes from castration. Castrato, of course, were male singers who were castrated in their boyhood, so that they sort of basically retained their voice through their life.
Jesus.
As
Because of a
That's hardcore.
terrible Anne Rice novel, which is truly, truly terrible.
Damn.
It was about this boys being castrated so that they could maintain that soprano range.
yeah,
That's hardcore.
What if you change your profession, dude? What the hell?
You just live with it.
Yeah.
But I have to give little part points to Kenneth as well for castration. But obviously much more points to Anuya because I was looking at the word castrato. So I'm giving 3 to Kenny and 7 to Anuya. Okay, 7 to Anuya and 3 to Kenneth. Okay, so castrato / castration, Anuya and
Castrato.
castrato.
You.
Yeah, it was banned. Like now they don't do this anymore. It's banned somewhere early in 20th century, but it used to happen till very recently, like till
One
100
would
years
hope
back.
so.
Yeah, man. Like lobotomy finally they stopped it.
Yeah. Okay, Anuya got bulk of the points on this. So next direct will be to Rohan. Rohan, Daisy Buchanan was based on Ginevra King, a Chicago debutante, and one of Y's girlfriends. So Y is the writer. One wise scholar says his romance with King was the most important relationship he experienced, even more so than the one with his wife. That may be true considering that these words found written in Y's ledger are thought to have been said by King's father. Poor boys shouldn't think of marrying rich girls. Okay, which classic American novel and writer are we talking about?
This is Great Gatsby.
And
fuck, one sec. How do I not know this? Wait.
Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah.
KB. Why you do this, KB?
Is it Fitzgerald?
It is Fitzgerald. Yes, it is the Great Gatsby and
Daisy.
Scott Fitzgerald. Full 10 points there for Rohan.
Beauty.
Rohan gets Fitzgerald and Great Gatsby. And I come to Kenneth. Can you be looking at a two-word term? Okay. The term -- became an idiom to describe an especially faithful servant or one's best servant or right-hand man. Okay, these are in some ways you can explain these two-word terms. The female equivalent is girl -- okay, not going there. I just want the male version of this. Okay, the idiom comes from a person who is known as a Native American, though very unlike the Indians of Brazil and Virginia. His religion involves the worship of a mountain god named Benamuki, officiated over by high priest called Uvukaki. The protagonist teaches him the English language and converts him to Christianity. He convinces him that cannibalism
is wrong, huh? It's wrong. It's bad.
He convinces him that cannibalism is wrong. Okay. Just what I want from you guys is just the two-word term that's blanked in the first sentence. Or if you can also give me the whole funda from second half as to where this comes from, etc. But I don't want all that actually.
I have a feeling
the only reason this question is here is because the term comes from a work of fiction. Work of fiction, which is explained in the second half, but now it's used in normal parlance. Like it is now an idiom that means that is used to describe a faithful servant or one's best servant, or sometimes just to refer to someone's right hand man. Oh, wow. And the girl equivalent or the female equivalent is girl dash.
Girl dash is what's confusing me. Okay.
Girl dashes are always confusing. Ken.
Yeah, man. Are you a friend? Are you I don't know. I immediately thought of Lewis and Clark. So the protagonist, because that was a relationship between a white guy and a Native American. speech in the English language and converts into Christianity. I don't know if this happened. Cannibalism dog is hilarious. Who's the person or where can we find him? So it can't be that. Girlfriend, girl buddy.
I would suggest, like to all four of you, that if you no need to go into the technical details of the second half, you can crack it. Like all four of you can crack it only by the first sentence, like the first para. Because if you're not getting the second para, obviously then you don't know about the book or reference. There's no point going further inside that. You can just crack with an idiom that is used to describe a faithful servant or one's best servant or right hand man, and the female equivalent is girl dash.
I don't know. I'm going to say best man.
Not the best man, Devaiah.
Man Friday.
It is, of course, Man Friday. 10 points there to Dev. Female equivalent is Girl Friday.
Oh, I didn't know.
It is Man Friday, and it comes from Robinson Crusoe. So the entire second half was essentially talking about Robinson Crusoe. Okay.
Cool.
10 points there.
Girl Friday is there. Huh? Oh.
Yeah, Man Friday, Girl Friday. Okay, cool. Next direct will come to Anuya. Anuya, the X effect is a term related to the notorious unreliability of eyewitnesses. It describes a situation in which an event is given contradictory interpretations or descriptions by the individuals involved. The effect is named after the film X, which involves various characters providing subjective, alternative, self-serving, and contradictory versions of the same incident. Identify the movie or just tell me X.
An event is given contradictory interpretations. Okay, named after the film X, which involves various characters providing subjective, self-serving, and contradictory versions of the same incident. Fuck. Is this a famous film, KV? Or is it like Midnight Cowboy?
Yeah.
Not saying anything. Oh. Various characters providing. Is it Rear Window?
Not Rear Window. Going to Rohan.
Rashomon.
It is Rashomon effect. 10 points there for Rohan.
Tasty.
The movie is Rashomon, and the effect is, of course, Rashomon, where the same thing is described by different people in a different.
I should have known this, Rohan.
Yes.
On this.
क्या फायदा इतने साल दोस्ती का, मतलब क्या फायदा? क्या फायदा?
Made a mention in class. I'm pretty sure I slept through this movie anyway.
100%.
Okay, Rashomon effect is correct. Rohan gets 10 points. Cool. This is Kenneth's direct. Kenny, this is for you. Endowed with extraordinary powers by legendary magician Merlin and his daughter Roma as dash dash. So we're looking at two-word answer. Brian is assigned to uphold the laws of his country. What? During an international meeting between Steve Rogers and MI13, he was offered a job with the Avengers. He's also a brilliant scientist with a PhD in physics. Okay, who is he? So we're looking at a two-word answer. And there is, of course, comics also, like a comic cover also on your right to help you.
Wait, is this the guy in the cover?
Yeah.
That's the guy you're asking for the name?
Yeah, the guy on the right. God. Left, of course, is, we all know the left person. The one on the right. Okay, very workable. Read nicely, look at the photo, take your time because it's the last question, all four of you. And then give me your best answer. It's a two-word answer.
Merlin, okay. Some England का बंदा लगता है ये. So this is Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Will it be another Captain? No, that's not my answer. Okay, Captain England, Captain UK. Shit, man. I'm not heard of this guy, but he has a British flag. Merlin and Roma.
Merlin had a daughter.
This is that demon Merlin, no? Anyway, slide out. Has the travel go way of out. Arey yaar, kaun hai ye? He looks like the Barclays logos on his chest. I have no idea. Okay. I'm going to guess Captain England.
can you improve your answer?
Okay.
Captain England is almost there. In fact, I feel like giving you the point, but I just, for technical reasons, can you try and think?
Captain Britain?
Captain Britain is what we're looking for. 2 points there for Kenneth.
Thank
Captain
you for that
Britain. Okay. If that is Captain America and Captain Britain. Okay. Just wanted you to be technically correct. Captain England is fine. But
no, but it's
you did say
of
British flag in the somewhere there. So I was like, why not? Okay, Captain Britain is correct.
The gods have been kind and given me a comic book question.
Correct.
Okay, so thank you. Before we even go to the final, this has been a great ride. MELA quizzes are always fun because by its definition, it's about music, entertainment, literature, arts. So these are fun things. Let's look at the final scores. Anuya had 21 in the first half, and she had a spectacular second half. She started with part point, 5 points for Star Wars series. Then she got 10 for Toni Morrison. Then she got 10 for Midnight Cowboy. And she got bulk of the points for Castrato.
Here is rumors that some losers have won. Are these rumors true? Not believing in them until final confirmation from QM.
Great hairstyle also, like one crazy uncle in your third bedroom. Third bedroom uncle who comes out, yells and goes back.
Poorest one can ever.
7 points for Anuya got for Castrato. So 25 plus 7. She got 32 in the second half. So Anuya ends on 53. Dev was on 25 in the first half, and he got Man Friday, 10 points in second half, right, Dev? That's the only 10 points.
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 in second half. So Dev gets 35. Okay. Kenneth got 39 in the first half. In the second half, he got 10 for Pablo Escobar International Airport. He got 3 points for somewhere there. Castration. Yeah, part points on the castration question. And the last question, of course, of the entire edition was Captain Britain, which he cracked. So 23 in the second half. Kenny ends on 62 points.
Whoa.
And now we come to Rohan Joshi. Rohan Joshi had 15 in the first half. He had a much better second half. He got 10 for Alice in Wonderland. He got 2.5 for Sandcrawler. He got 10 for George Best, Halftime. He got 10 for Great Gatsby and Fitzgerald. He got 10 for Rashomon Effect. So he got a total of 42.5 in the second half. And he gets 57.5 in the quiz, which means Rohan Joshi is the first runner-up. Anuya Jakatar is the second runner-up. Devaiah is the third runner-up. And the winner of the MELA edition of Quizzing with the Comedians is Kenneth Sebastian.
I can't believe it.
What a guy.
I can't believe it.
This is one of the most, and I'm not surprised. This is legit one of the best journeys of a quizzer that I've seen in any edition. And obviously, this is the first time Rohan has lost, but I think it's a huge thing called a well-deserved loss. But if someone wants to lose to someone, it has to be something like this, because Kenny had a wonderful journey throughout this tournament, right from the first.
No shame in that loss at all.
It's a huge privilege and honor to have beaten Rohan Joshi. To be honest, Rohan, I just completely ignore your brain because I'm like, it's unbeatable. So it is insane. I can't
focus on you right now. I lost. You won. Let's just focus on you.
Okay, I have to tell you this. I have done so many quizzes, and honestly, I don't do it to win because I'm not very good at quizzes. Okay, and I've done I think 7 or 8 or 9 of these. Okay, and every time I finish a quiz, I go back, and my girlfriend asked me, "How did you do?" I said, "I came third, came fourth." I always say that. Yesterday I came second. They're like, "Oh, very good." And then today I was like, "Hey, I came second again." They're like, "Oh," and then in the evening, they legit said, "Oh, someone's gonna win today." I was like, "Come on, guys." Rohan Joshi. Thankfully, Shakya is not there, so we're all trying for third. If I go back, I'm gonna act so cool. I'm just gonna wait till they ask me. I'm gonna go and sit down and just watch TV, and then gonna be like, "Hey, how's the quiz? I won."
The only reason I say, Kenny, this win is so special is because it proves that if anyone just sits back, applies their mind, thinks about things they know, and just takes some time, and and it proves that you don't need to be a a nerd or someone who knows a lot of trivia, etc., to win a quiz. We all know that you know your music, you know your comics, you know your entertainment. You just sit, look at the question, and like you said, the deduction thing, like Pablo Escobar, you might not know, but I get delighted when somebody
superb answer.
Very good answer.
Also, from the last quiz, I realized I was not taking time because that Animal Farm was such a blanking, dumb answer I gave. I said pig because that's the only character I remember. I should have given it few minutes.
Andy Warhol was a great.
That I studied.
Kane was a great. Kane, because you won by just 5 points, so you know how Kane was also an important crack. First crowdfunded film. You knew nothing about Manthan.
And absolutely.
I'm sure you've never seen the movie, but Manthan coming from there, you took your time for The Scream, Edward Monk, and Pablo Escobar. Captain Britain, again, you deduced it. Like you saw, this is Captain America. What can this guy be called?
Because I depend on Marvel's bad writing. That's how bad they're. Hulk, She-Hulk.
When you missed Man Friday, I was like, oh man, maybe it's not happening, but it happened. Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Because Man Friday, I think of like the army and defense, so that's why I didn't even go there.
Okay.
Maybe one more, come on. I deserve a second chance.
I want to go to Rohan now, and I know now people can say that he's stopping because finally Rohan has lost. So it's like, okay, we have seen this happen. Like there's no point doing it. He was doing it only to get into
Again, I'm sorry. In no universe, in my lifetime, I never thought I would beat Rohan.
That's the most wonderful part of the story.
For a year. 1 year.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
No, but KV, me, man. Like I'm not like in the sense like I'm not like, for me this is not a casual weekend in the sense that you and I, we quiz together really often, etc. All of that. I watch all the games. I watch sort of all of that, everything. So I just want to say, like, from the bottom of my heart, like, thank you. This has been every edition, this thing has just been a ton of fun to participate in. It is always a joy to quiz with all of the people on this thing. It should be low stakes, but it's genuinely the most anxiety-inducing 2 hours of my entire week. I don't know why, but it really is, and it's just so much fun playing with everybody. So this has been awesome. Like, really.
Thank you, Rohan.
Wow.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure to host you throughout all these films and to quiz with you in general, apart from outside quizzing with comedians as well. I want to now go to Anuya. Of course, Anuya made her debut in this edition. And what a wonderful ride. Like, if Rashomon effect was answered by Anuya, anything could have happened. Because I was constantly looking at the score after around Castretto and Gatsby and Fitzgerald. Because those were the deciding questions. But yeah, what a massive, what a great debut, Anuya. Big hand. Well done.
Gatsby had come to me, or Man Friday had come to me.
That happens.
Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself, Anuya. There are so many of those. If this had come to me, and if this is the worst rabbit hole to fall into after quiz.
Or Captain Britain.
Captain
Britain.
I think this has been one of the closest finals ever, because
I think so.
Anuya, Kenny, and Rohan are within a margin of 10 points, which means one question. So anything here and there. I now go to Dev. Man, what a ride. I kept telling everyone last night when everyone was calling me to discuss the day, and I was like, what? I mean, look at Dev the whole day. Like, all the 3 quizzes, this was Dev. Okay, he'll sit, answer, pass, or just sit quiet. It's one of those no bakchodi, no jokes, nothing. Dev is just pass. It's just promised land. It's very And man, Dave, always a pleasure hosting you.
It's okay. I lost second final in a row, but hopefully.
Oh man.
Brilliant.
Yeah, they were superb.
Yeah, great questions.
Yeah, what questions, dude?
Thank you.
Well written.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you again and congratulations, Kenny.
Thank you so much.
Congrats, Kenny.
I don't know what to do to celebrate. I'm going to do something. I just want a closing note from Biswa, if that's possible. That's all I wish for. A closing note who always...
Closing note from Biswa, come on.
Always had no faith in me ever in any quiz. I just want a closing note.
Of course.
So everybody and their significant other is coming now. Huh? What is this tournament? I am declaring results.
I asked...
because this loser Kenny Sebastian is winning and all.
See, I told you.
Best part is I can't hear what Kenny is saying because I have no earphones.
Oh shit. No. We can
man.
Wait. It's moving to this. Okay. It is. Yeah, now change. Go for it, Kenny.
I just want to say, Biswa, thank you for never having faith in me.
You, brother. But Kenny, seriously, well done.
Thank you, man.
How are you cheating?
Dude, you know what? All my studying. So I studied for last one and afternoon one. None of them came. I studied 3 questions. 3 questions from today was from studying. So
Wow, dude.
Buddy,
Yeah.
studying always helps.
So, buddy, so guys, please note that Kenny Sebastian went to art school and
Yeah.
none of that helped. But today, one day he studied. So don't go
Yeah.
to college.
My college will be very proud. My art history professor will be proud.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. See you.
Okay. No, yeah, that brings us to the end of the edition. Thank you so much once again. Thank you to all audience members. Thanks to all 4 of you. And thank you to the people working behind the scene, OML, Insider, everyone. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.
Yay.